Hey guys, welcome back to Addicted to Greatness podcast, where faith meet real life and purpose collides with power. I'm your host, Akeisha Smith.
And I'm Lester Smith.
And today's topic, we're talking about how to trust God in seasons of lack. So if you're ever obeyed God or gave when it hurt, or even trusted Him when it didn't make sense, but still end up in a drought, this episode is for you. So stick around, guys. This is Conversations That Lead to Greatness. Baby, let's get it. So I am so excited for this episode. We actually had this discussion over the phone right before we start recording, and you gave some interesting points. So I want to see how we're gonna go at it and see can we come together in our points that we're gonna talk about.
You got your points?
Yes, I have my points.
Okay.
We're coming from First King 17. I read the whole chapter.
7 through 7. Did you what? What you got?
I read the whole chapter.
The whole chapter wasn't needed to be read though.
But I did. So we're coming from First Kings chapter 17.
Yeah, okay.
But before we get started, guys, if you have not already subscribed, go ahead and subscribe to our YouTube channel and join a family of like-minded individuals that is tapping into their greatness, okay? Now, trusting God in seasons of lack, in seasons of transition, or in seasons of surrendering, right? How do you trust God in the season of lack, but yet there's still drought?
Okay.
Okay.
Are you gonna tell them? You gonna lay the groundwork to the story, or you just gonna?
Okay.
Just gonna go ahead now.
I mean, I thought you'd be wanting to lay the groundwork.
Yeah. You know.
I'm gonna let her. Here you go. I got the groundwork.
Okay.
Paraphrase. All right. We have a widow. The widow obeys Elijah's request to feed him, right, her last meal. Miraculously, her flour and oil did not run out. But sometimes later, oh no, that's not it.
That's close to it.
That wasn't it though.
Mm-hmm.
But anyway, it was about when Elijah prophesied that it's going to be a drought, there won't be any rain or whatever, and then God told him to go east.
Elijah didn't prophesy. God basically told Elijah the drought was coming. You need to move.
But he prophesied that to the people.
Okay, yeah, I got you.
Gotcha.
I thought you were saying he told the widow woman that.
No. He prophesied that to the people, wherever land he was at. I forgot where he was at.
Yeah.
But God then told him to move, right? So he moved, and then he said, I'm going to provide provision for you at this place. A raven going to come bring you food daily, and then you're going to drink from the brook, right? Yeah. And then once God was ready for him to move, God dried up the brook, and then he told him to go somewhere. He was going to look for a widow to feed him.
He went to Zarephath.
Yeah, to look for a widow, she will feed you, right? Yeah. So he come upon this widow, and he was like, hey, give me something to drink. But matter of fact, give me some food too. Give me some bread, right?
Some bread.
And she was like, well, all I had was this little bit of flour, a little bit of oil, and for me and my son, and preparing to die. Like, once we eat this, that's all we're going to have. We're going to starve to death. We're going to die.
Yeah, she was basically saying that they was hungry.
Yeah.
And this all they had left. They basically like, this is it. Mm-hmm. This is all I got.
And you want me to give to you.
And you want me to give something to you. Mm-hmm. And we're going to be without?
Yes.
Yeah. So just think about that.
Just think about that.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, she went ahead and did it, right? Because he told her, hey, if you do this, this is from thus saith the Lord, right? Lord you will not run out.
Yeah.
It will feed you from generations. You will be good. Yeah. Just do it. Mm-hmm. So she did it, and then it came, and blase.
Yeah.
Paraphrasing.
It came and blase.
Well,
let me say this. The food just kept coming. So that she was able to eat. Provision just kept coming. She was able to eat. Her son was able to eat, and Elijah was able to eat as well. And the food just kept coming. It didn't stop. So that's basically what the story said. Paraphrasing. But anyway, right.
Yeah. So what is your first point that you took from this? Because we're actually we've been through seasons of lack or drought or whatever, and trusting and obeying God and stepping out and doing what He tells us to do, even when it doesn't make sense. And we're like, okay, God, what is this? Like, how are you telling us to do this when it ain't what a provision is?
Yeah,
right?
I can tell you so many stories about that, but we don't go through all of them. I might have a few of them for you. Mm-hmm. But as I sit back and think about that, just that story alone, it's like when you obey what God tells you to do, the multiplication gonna come.
Yes.
Yeah, God God works in multiplication.
Mm-hmm.
Just think about that. If you go back through all majority of the stories out the Bible, there was multiplication there.
Yep.
Even with in the beginning,
Genesis.
in Genesis, God told Adam to be fruitful and multiply.
Yup.
You understand what I'm saying? So all throughout the Bible is multiplication. So in this story, there's multiplication as well. She just had just enough to feed her and her son, and he said, go give me some water and make me some bread. And when you do that, it's just gonna keep flowing. Just think about that. Just think about that. God has told us to do a lot of things, and we didn't obey God. And guess what happened? It stopped the flow. Yeah, the flow stops in a lot of cases. And I think he dries things up because you wouldn't be obedient to what he told you to do. Yeah.
Or he dried things up to reveal what is in your heart. Mm-hmm. Like to reveal what your true intentions, mm-hmm. right? Because a lot of times when we are in our comfort zone, we're comfortable, we good. And when God tells us to go or to do something, we like, for what, God? That don't make sense to me. Why?
Yeah.
Why am I doing this when I'm good here? Why are you telling me to move? Why are you telling me to quit a job? Why are you telling me to walk away when I'm good here, right? So God was like, okay, let me dry this up. And this is where I got that from, was when if you read a little farther down after, Elijah, towards the end of the chapter, her son became sick and died, right? And she had said to Elijah, some paraphrasing, why have you come to expose my sin and to kill my son? Basically, after all this miracle that she have seen before, and her son took sick. So that lets me know that was something still in her heart. She still holds shame for her sin, right? Because she felt like, okay, now you did the miracle, whatever, God did the miracle, and now my son is sick. Why, if I obeyed you, why are you taking my son? God, if I did what you told me to do, why is my son dead? Yeah. Is it because of my sin? You come to expose my sin and then you gonna take away my son? Yeah. But no, God came to expose that she was still carrying some type of guilt, some type of shame in her heart. Yeah. And that was the thing. God exposes what's in our heart to restore us. Yeah. So at the end, Elijah took the son, prayed over him, and God restored his life, right? Yeah. And she then seen not just God as a provider, but she seen God as a restorer. So God wants to reveal other aspects of who he is in our life. So he will dry things up. Yeah. He will get you uncomfortable. He will tell you to go, right? Just so you can see him not just as a provider, but as a redeemer, as a restorer. See another side of him, another character of him.
Yeah.
That's what I got from it.
Yeah, as I sit back and think about him just telling Elijah to go. I remember when he told me to go and leave the job in 2020. I didn't leave right away. I didn't leave to July 2022. He told me to go. And there has been a lot of people throughout these last 3 years that have been helped by me going. You understand what I'm saying? All the people that's in the mentorship, all the people I done came in contact with, people that done came in the mentorship and spoke, by God telling me to go, and I went. Oh man, the provision just keep coming. It's like we thought we like, man, my thought process is, I'm gonna leave this job, I'm gonna be making $1 million a year and all this here, and that didn't happen. Things started drying up. It started drying up. Those sources of income that I once had that was flowing like milk and honey, $40,000 a month and stuff like that. And all that dried up. All that dried. Like, damn, what's going on? You know what I'm saying? But like I was saying before, that sometimes the Lord will dry things up in order to get you to go a certain place where He wants you to be, or go to a certain area that He wants you to be in. You understand what I'm saying? And as I sit back and think about that, the story is still being written between us. Our story is still being written. So I can't give you the whole scope of the story, but it was some drying up there. It was some drying up there, and also He'll tell us to be obedient in certain things. Give this away, or do this, or go over here, or go over there. And then when we do that, then we say, okay, this is why the Lord told me to go over here.
Yeah.
Or, okay, this is why the Lord told me to give that. You know what I'm saying?
Because your provision is in your obedience. Yeah. So you have to think about it. Go back to Elijah when he told him to go. Yeah. Right? Before he provided for Elijah, he had to go.
Yeah.
Where? He had to obey. He had to go where God told him to go.
Mm-hmm.
That is where your provision at, in your obedience.
Yeah.
So when God told you to leave, when God told us, I'm saying, speak for me. When God told me to shut down the salon, come home, right?
Yeah.
That was in my obedience. I didn't understand why. All I knew was, God, I'm tired. I'm seeming ungrateful right now. I'm complaining, right? It's becoming too much of a burden.
Yeah.
But it was a source of income. It was doing good. Why would I quit now?
Yeah.
Why would I shut down at the height of my career, of my salon? Like, why? That didn't make sense to me. So when he told me to do that, once I did that, it was like a burden just was like broken off of me. It was just like, okay, I see what you're doing, God. Because if I would have never stepped out into where I'm at now, I would never become the person I am now. Yeah. I would never become the wife I am now, or the mom I am now. Okay?
Or the
or the what? Because you could
what do you call it? The I can't even say the word right now.
Business partner.
Business partner. A mentor. You're a mentor to some people.
Yes.
It's a whole lot of things. It ain't just those few things.
Yeah, yeah.
I just wanted to add those things in there.
Yeah. But I always start home.
Yeah.
Like, I take care of home first. I'll do everybody outside. Y'all gotta wait, but here, home, mother, wife, that's first. I would never seen this part of me or this side of me that I didn't even know was there, right? Because I was so busy focused on building a business, making six figures, coming, being independent, having this income. I was so...
But there was no fulfillment there, though.
Yeah, it wasn't fulfillment there.
Now you had a fulfillment.
Yes.
Yeah.
So God was like, hey, this is what you need to do.
Yeah.
Are you going to obey me? Or are you going to continue to keep toiling? That part. Are you going to live in obedience, or are you going to toil for what you're trying to get, when all you got to do is obey and I give it to you? Yeah. Literally. The blessings of the Lord.
Yeah. Brings wealth without painful toil.
Without painful toil.
Yeah.
So you have to understand that when you are in seasons of lack, don't look at it as if God is not with you or God is not in the lack with you. He's there with you. He's just trying to show you something that you trying to avoid or you're not getting a good grasp of. He's trying to show you that, hey, this was in your heart. I needed to go. This right here that you holding on, that shame, that guilt, sin, all of that stuff, I need you to let it go. I'm trying to take you somewhere. Before I can get you there, I need to break you down. I need to pull back, right? So.
Yeah. I'm gonna tell you, it's just like, man, there has been so many acts of obedience between me and her, mostly me, and I, what am I trying to say? I'll come to her and I'll talk to her about it, and a lot of times she's trying to think through it with her carnal mind.
Logical.
Carnal mind. She's trying to think through it with her carnal mind. I'm like, the Lord just say go. He just say do this, and now I've noticed lately that she's not questioning everything. When I say the Lord, when I say thus said the Lord, then she just say, okay, what the Lord told you to do, let's go. But before, she was questioning everything. How are we gonna pay for this? How we gonna? Well, the Lord just told me to do it, man.
Because it didn't make sense.
The Lord told me. I remember a mentorship He told me to get into. It was $10,000. It was $10,000, and with our logical mind, we couldn't see us getting into that $10,000 mentor. That's probably all we had at that time. You know, I'm not saying that's all the money we had totally, but that was maybe all the cash money that we had at that particular time. So I say, well, the Lord told me to go and get into this mentorship, and I sat down and talked with her about it and this and that, and she's thinking about it with her logical mind, with her carnal mind, and I say, well, damn, did I really hear the Lord? Because
I'm making you doubt.
Yeah, she making me doubt what the Lord had told me. You know what I mean? So I say, damn, did I really hear the Lord? And I all of a sudden I got on Facebook, and I was a pastor. He was saying something, and I say, well, here it is, right here. This is the confirmation that I needed. So guess what? I go and I get on the phone with the guy that does the one of the what do you call it? It wasn't an actual mentor. It was one of his people that actually bring you into the mentorship. I went and got on the phone with him. He said, "Oh, you can make payments." I'm like, okay. He said we could do $1,600 a month. I'm like, okay, well let's do that then. Let's do that. I ain't got to pay the whole 10 right now. Well, praise the Lord, And I jumped on the mentorship, and when me getting into that mentorship helped me to start my own mentorship. And then guess what? I started doing foreclosures a while back. It was about a year ago, and the Lord then sent provision. He sent the actual mentor that does foreclosures. Man, it's just the acts of obedience just keep coming.
Exactly.
You see what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. They just keep lining up, and me and the mentor, we've been and guess what? He didn't even charge me anything.
Yeah.
The mentor that I have now, he didn't charge me nothing. So as you keep being obedient to what God is telling you to do and keep walking, He gonna line it up. Everything is gonna line up.
Because the steps that He's giving you leads to your purpose, leading you to your destiny, leading you to do what He called you to do. And that's what I had to realize. Yep. So even in that, right, the 10,000 mentorship, $10,000 mentorship.
Yeah.
Even in that, we did not miss not one payment.
Exactly.
That was how I knew that payment. It was God. Because even
payment.
though
hold on,
let me go.
Hold on real quick. Not one payment was missed. God kept sending provision to make those payments every month. Kept sending provision. Now go ahead. I had to let them.
Well, you didn't say it. I was gonna say it. Okay. I like y'all to understand that. Listen.
Yeah.
When we come on when we do these episodes, it's not about bragging, or it's not about just we good, we perfect, we the best. No, listen, we was in the trenches.
Yeah.
Gutter.
No. We ain't no gutter.
No. What is it?
In the trenches. You said it right first.
We was literally I'm gonna be honest.
You don't know what a gutter is. Well, you know gutter. The homeless people in the gutter, man.
Oh, well, listen, in my mind, I thought, because I'm like, God, you brought me low.
We ain't homeless.
You brought me low. But He had to show me.
Let me ask you a question. How you in the gutter if you got 5 houses?
He had to show me.
We got 5 houses.
In my mind, that was the gutter. Because I was not used to living like this, okay?
Well, let me say this. To the average person, we look like we got it all. But if you're an entrepreneur, you will know some months you living on just you barely making it. You got assets, but you don't have no actual cash flow coming. You got the cash flow coming in, but it ain't. Sometimes it ain't enough to pay the bill.
It ain't enough.
You know, so we still had cash flow coming in, but sometimes it wasn't enough to pay the bill. So you telling me you want me to spend $1,600 a month on the mentorship? Well, I thought it was $10,000, and that's all we had at that particular time. In cash. So you want me to go and spend $10,000, and the man say you could make payments. I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
Praise the Lord.
And even in that, it was not a payment missed. And then I think towards the last 2 payments, that's when I realized, I'm like, babe, it should be coming up on the 10th payment. Like, we should be done with this. And I realized, like, man, like God, even though when money come in, when it's not, when we don't know what's going on, you allow us to not miss a payment in this mentorship. Yeah. So that's how I knew, okay, God, this has to be you.
Yeah.
Because trust me, when you say yes to God, Satan's going to attack your finance, because he already know.
Yeah.
He already know wherever your attention goes, that's where your mind goes. Yeah. That's where your focus goes.
If you get attention about doing something God told you to do, He's going to try to attack everything.
Yes, but He always attack your money, because we know that we are human. We live in survival mode all the time.
Yeah.
Right? So when money come into play and we experiencing lack, we're gonna forget about purpose. We're finna go into survival mode. What do I gotta do? Forget about God tell me to chill or to sit still or to leave that job. Forget about that. No, God, that's don't make sense. Don't you see these bills piling up? Don't you see these people calling me bill collectors and all this? I need to go make some money. Especially when all I gotta do is do something like I've been doing to flip it and get this money. But you telling me to sit still?
Yeah.
You telling me to mentor? You telling me to close your business down and be a wife and a mom?
Yeah.
Say what now?
Yeah.
That don't make sense to me.
And let me say this too. I always look for signs that we're in alignment with what God is telling us to do. Tell me why my mentor just called.
Literally.
He just called.
While we was talking about mentorship.
While we talking about him, he just called. So, I always look for things that God is showing me to let me know that I'm in alignment. I always look for those signs. The signs come. You just got to be in order. You got to be open to receiving the signs that's being shown to you, and to let you know that you going down the right path. You know what I'm saying? Because sometimes I be feeling like, hey man, am I going down the right path for this and that? But the Lord will show you if you're open to receiving it. But go ahead.
But that's how you build yourself up. You build your faith up.
Yeah.
Like we think that once we say yes to God and we walk in obedience and we obey God, that trials and tribulations is not going to come. That heartbreak is not going to come just because we said yes. No. That is like, think about the woman, what is this, verse 17 and 18, when her son dies and she questioned God. Like the whole thing is, we felt like when we in obedience, we exempt from heartbreak. No, that's not true, because at the end of the day, God is trying to reveal another part of him to us. We still see God as just provision. God, you're going to provide. But you're still walking around with guilt, shame, hatred, unforgiveness, malice. Like you're still walking around with all these negative things in your heart, and God is trying to say, hey, give me that. I can restore you. Give me that. I can give me your burdens, right? I can restore that. I can redeem you. Like I'm trying to not just be your provider. I'm trying to be everything you need. I need you to be in me. I need you to walk in the spirit, not just in your flesh, or not just when you're experiencing lack and you need a bill paid and you just come to me for provision. No, come to me when you're lonely. Come to me when you're brokenhearted, when you don't understand. Come to me. I will give you rest. Oh, ye weary people. Come. So God is like trying to show you, like, I'm not just your provider, baby. I'm your father. Like how much when you're, okay, if you have kids, think about that. If you have kids and your kid is worrying, having all kind of anxiety, like everything is going on, your kid is having the exact same thing what you have in your life going on right now. What would you do? You're going to do anything to make sure that person is okay. Your child is okay. Come to me. What can I do? Give me your burden. Let me carry it instead of you carrying it. Let Lauren and Layla come and say, Mama, this burden is too heavy. Give it to me, baby. I got this, and I'm going to give it to God.
And most of the time, a little money will take care of it.
Exactly.
That's all you need, a little money sometimes. It'll take care. Like my mentor told me, money will take care of everything. Just about. It ain't too much that money can't take care of. So it's, people that say, I'd rather be broke. I don't see why. I think I'd rather have a little money. You know what I mean? so that way I can take care of some things, because, you can make a lot of things go away with some money. If you ain't got no money, it seems like things just keep coming at you when you ain't got no money.
Of course.
They just keep coming.
Because you attract that, though.
Yeah.
Let's
because that's all that's on your mind. I ain't got.
How am I going to do this? How am I going to pay this? And I'm going to do this.
They just keep coming.
That don't make sense.
Yeah.
And I'm so happy you brought that up.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm hyped right now. I'm so happy you brought that up because how to trust God.
She's sipping on that drink right now.
No, it's not. This is watermelon juice. It ain't nothing in there.
Damn.
It ain't nothing in there. I juice my watermelon.
She hyped. Let's go.
That's that sugar. So we're talking about how to trust God in seasons of lack, transition, and whatever, right? Yeah. A lot of times we obey God out of fear instead of faith, right? Yeah. So when we obey God out of fear, we feel that since I did it, I don't have to walk in faith. Since I did it, I don't have to have faith to trust you even more. I'm just trusting because I'm afraid of you right now, right? I think you're going to kill me and strike me down if I don't do it, right? And God is like, I'd rather you not do it if you're going to think of me like that.
Exactly.
So how do you trust God in that? Listen, you keep moving. You keep renewing your mind because once you say yes to God, his word will not return unto him void. Yeah. Whatever God speaks, it's done. It's already done. All you have to do is keep walking in the spirit and aligning yourself up with the spiritual realm so it can come into your physical life, into the physical realm. So listen, don't let lack dictate what God is telling you to do. If he's telling you to go give, a good example, when you called me and said, hey, God told you to tell me to give $1,000 to a ministry. Yeah. Yeah. I was like, okay. At first, the flesh, I had to pipe her down. I had to pipe that down because I'm like, that don't make sense because, Lord, we need $1,000. Like, we could do a lot with $1,000 to pay this, So I had to pipe her down because I learned that, okay, I'm trusting the God in my husband. And this is a good thing. The devil is not going to tell him to tell me that.
Exactly.
He ain't going to tell, Come on now. So this is a good thing. So God was, and it was crazy because I was just thinking about trusting God and trusting my husband and leading and all this stuff. And then here come this test.
And then God give you a chance to trust.
Here come this test. So you tell me that, I'm like, bam, bet, boom, let's get it.
Yeah.
Right? And that's what a lot of time God is trying to push us. Like we getting all this word, we getting all this knowledge, and we have to put it to test to make sure we understand this thing and walk it out.
Yeah.
You can't just have faith just to have faith.
Yeah.
You got to walk that thing out. So keep walking it out. Don't look at your lack, because you serve a God that is more than enough, that is unlimited. If he tell you to do something, he's going to provide. But don't think it's going to be easy. Don't think that you're not going to go through heartache and trials and tribulations. That's going to happen because something that's in your heart have to get pulled out.
Yeah.
You might have a little doubt there. You might have a little hatred or malice in your heart.
Yeah.
And God was like, okay, let me use this situation to pull this out of her, out of him.
And a lot of times it's going to be something that you don't want to do.
It always.
A lot of times
it's your flesh.
It's going to be something that you don't want to do. I remember when he told me, you still trying to drink on that, ain't that in there?
It's a habit.
I remember when he told me to give my motorcycle away. And how he did that, I was just watching the pastor, and the pastor said he gave his motorcycle away. And then he said he gave his motorcycle away, and I got my motorcycle. It's sitting at another house, one of our Airbnbs in the garage. And I watched that sermon. I had to go back and watch it again. I watched it. After he told me to get a motorcycle, I had to go back and watch the sermon again. I'm like, man, for real? Are you serious, Lord? He's like, yeah, I need you to go ahead and get that away. And now my harvest from that motorcycle, it ain't came yet. I don't know what it's gonna look like when it comes, but it's being obedient to that. And that was, at that point in time, that was the biggest thing I ever gave away. I never gave nothing that big away. You know, that was a $30,000 motorcycle. And you just telling me, Lord, you telling me just get this away? He said, yeah, I need you to get that away. He said, I'm trying to open the minds up of some people. And so many things have happened since I gave that motorcycle away. People giving me stuff and stuff like that. But I know the way the Lord operates. It's going to be something way bigger, later on. I just haven't reaped the harvest from that yet. But just being obedient to stuff like that. You mean, Lord, you want me to get this away? And most people with their corner mind, they can't see that. They can't see that. God told me to give something else away. I ain't gonna say it right now on this thing. I'll talk to my wife.
You ain't did it yet?
No.
Oh, this is new.
No, this new. This
Oh.
just happened today.
Oh, man.
I say, well, it ain't paid off though. I say, well, Lord,
you can't get it away if it ain't paid off.
That's exactly what I said. I can't get it away if it ain't paid off, Lord. You got to pay it off. You gonna be to get it away, but I understand it though. But I think he get my mind ready for that. But anyway, when he told me to do that, I was like, man, come on now. And that was paid off, you know what I mean? So, and I'm like, yeah, I didn't want to get that away, but it was just sitting. It was just sitting, me and her would just ride, a couple of times a year, and that was really it. And what are you going to do when the Lord tell you to do that? Are you going to be obedient? Because guess what? He's trying to open you up for a bigger blessing. And that was, what was that, last November? That was last November. So, and you got to think about this too. The harvest may not come right away.
That part,
the harvest from that may not come right away. I'm still waiting on my harvest, but guess what? I'm having the faith that God is going, return, give me my harvest from that motorcycle.
Because it's His word.
Because it's in His word. It's in His word. The harvest is going to come from that motorcycle. So I'm just going to keep on being obedient and just keep walking and just keep and being in positive expectation. Like, Lord, hey, Lord, I know you got that coming for me. I ain't seen it yet, but I know it's coming. Lord. I'm ready to receive it. And one thing I realized too, where we're at now, He might not want to give it to us now where we're at now. He might want to wait till we get another house and then give it to us. I don't know. It's just one day it just pop up. You're like, oh, okay. All right, Lord, I see you. I got chill bumps just talking about it right now. It's just be obedient. Just keep being obedient. A lot of times, God will try to open our mind up to something small. He'll tell us to do something small. You understand what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Something small to see if we are going to be obedient. He might tell you to pay for a lady groceries in the line. And you like, no, Lord, I ain't got but $200 in my account. Well, that's all it costs. That's all her groceries cost is $200. She got to put her groceries back because her car wouldn't go through. And you see that lady sitting there. She got to put all that stuff back. He said, I told you to pay for that. And he can't open up what he's trying to do for you because you wouldn't pay for those groceries.
Exactly, because we're called to be a blessing.
Yeah.
God is not going to bless you he's not going to bless you for you.
Yeah.
He's going to bless you for other people.
Yeah.
So if he can't bless you, if he can't trust you, he can't bless you in that capacity.
Yeah.
A lot of us is praying for these big David blessings and like these big old blessings, and we're selfish.
Yeah.
We want to hoard it to ourselves, and God is like, no, you haven't got rid of that in your heart yet. You haven't even seen that part of you, so you can get rid of it, so you can bring it to me. So he's not going to bless you in that capacity until you understand that you're not blessed. He's not blessing you for yourself. Yeah. He's blessing you to be a blessing. So that means you're going to give away a lot of ish. A lot that you're not going to understand. So if he can't trust you in the lack in your drought, how he going to trust you in the abundance?
Exactly.
Like, that's what I had to realize. Like, God, you have us in this drought for a reason. If I'm reading your word and I say I trust your word is living water, it's bread, right? Yeah. We eating it, right?
Yeah.
I have to trust what you say. I have to eat on it daily. And I have to know that whatever you say will come to pass. So if you tell me to do something that don't make sense to the flesh or my logical mind, that means I'm not in the spirit. I need to get in the spirit and understand that, hey, God said it. Why am I trying to make sense of it?
Exactly.
Why? He don't operate down here like that, like we do.
Yeah.
So get your flesh out of it, especially when you're walking with God. That's why I say walk in the spirit. It's hard, but you listen. The more you do it, the easier it get. Yeah. See the spirit, see God in every situation, in everything. See something good in every bad thing, because it's always good. So
yeah, man, you got to be obedient. You got to be obedient, and a lot of y'all are holding y'all blessings up because you're being disobedient. And as you be disobedient, your blessings are gonna keep being held up. So get in obedience now, so that way those blessings can flow. Because let me say this. God never forgets a seed sown.
Nope. He
never forgets a seed sown. So all those seeds, all those seeds that you've been planting, those positive seeds, all the seeds that he told you to sow in you, and you like, Lord, I ain't received my harvest yet. God never forgets a seed sown. So keep sowing. Keep sowing. One day you're gonna be able to live off all the seeds that you sown. Just think about that.
Your generations.
Well, the generations to come gonna live off the seeds. So he gonna always pay those seeds back. And your children's children gonna be receiving harvests from the seeds that you sown. I remember Warren Buffett saying, somebody's sitting under a shade tree right now that somebody planted years ago, generations ago. Somebody's sitting under that shade tree right now. So just think about that. So your children's children are gonna be sitting under. Going to be receiving harvests from a seed that you sown right now today. So just, guys, be obedient. Be obedient and keep moving forward in what God is telling you to do. What you got?
Just to close out. So if you're in a season where your brook is dried up and all you see is lack, listen. Trust that God is setting you up for a miracle. Yeah. Trust it. That he's setting you up for a miracle, and he's going to multiply it, because we serve a God of multiplication. So don't just think that it's God is not with you. He left you, that he's out to get you, that you have sinned like the widow, like what you trying to do, expose my sin now? Yeah. No, God is there. Just obey. Obey first, provision will follow. Just think about that. Yeah. So that's all I got.
Yeah, and know this too, that God blesses 30, 60, and 100-fold. Go read the parable of the seed sower. Yeah. 30, 60, and 100-fold. We believe for 100-fold over here. My pastor says 1,000-fold.
So I might got to jump on that.
There's something in the Bible says somebody 1,000-fold too. So I think when he in the drought, Elijah, I think it was 1,000-fold or something like that. But anyway, go read it. Look up 1,000-fold and Google search 1,000-fold and see what I'm talking about. Yes. But in the parable of the seed sower, it's 30, 60, and 100-fold. We've been believing for 100-fold. My pastor said 1,000-fold. We might start believing that 1,000-fold blessing.
I know, Mike.
Huh? You finna lock into that?
I locked in Sunday. I don't know what you talking about. I locked in Sunday.
You ain't tell me nothing about it.
I didn't think I had to tell you. I thought you had to tell me.
The Lord ain't spoke that to me. The Lord spoke it to you. Huh?
He probably spoke it through him. I got that. I don't know what you talking about.
He said 1,000-fold. So we're going to lock in on this 1,000-fold. Praise the Lord. All praises to the Most High God, right?
That's it.
Huh? All right, guys. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Like, we're getting close to 1,000 subscribers.
Yeah.
We're getting real close.
We got 18 months?
900, something like that. But anyway, guys, come on, join the family of Addicted to Greatness. What we call it? Addicted to Greatness Inner Circle.
Huh? Oh yeah, that's the Inner Circle. That's not the Inner Circle. That's the mentorship.
Inner Circle is the mentorship.
Yeah.
You can join that too.
Exactly. Join that too.
So guys, don't forget, like I said, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. We growing, we're continuously growing. We want you to be in the family. God is good, life is good. When we look good, we feel good. We live in a life of abundance. Peace.
Bye guys.